Hello everyone. So this video I just wanted to show you the cloth pads and the menstrual cups that I wore during my last month's period. Usually I wear pads during the night and also during the days when I'm staying at home. And when I go out for longer hours or when I'm at work, I usually use a menstrual cup and a panty liner as backup. So starting here with the biggest pads, this first one is a Homestead Emporium 15-inch pad that I use on almost every period on my heaviest night. And this one is one from Pampered Shop Pads. This is a 13-inch pad that is actually called postpartum ice pocket pad because it has this place for putting ice inside, but you can use it as overnight like me. It's quite a wide pad, but it's still very comfortable. The Minky is very soft, and Minky is a fabric that makes you feel quite warm, so it's not a pad that I like to use during summer, but in winter and in general during my period, I like the feeling of warmth because I feel it helps me with my cramps, so this is something that's really comfortable in those times. The next pad is an 11-inch pad from Eco Dreams. So pads that are 10 and 11 inches long are pads that I like to wear when I'm at home and cramping and lying in bed, but it's during the day, so I'm not going to sleep in them. I don't need a pad that is like an overnight pad, and that's for me 12 inches and longer, but I still need a pad that is a bit longer than my regular pads that for me are 9 inches. So these 10 and 11 inches I like to use when I'm in bed and cramping, and this is how I use this pad on my period too. And what happened, I actually fell asleep in this pad, and then I woke up in the middle of the night. I went to the bathroom and I realized I didn't change for an overnight pad, and this one was completely soaked in blood, but luckily nothing leaked. It was just badly soaked, and yeah, it is, I guess, a little bit stained, but I don't mind at all. I don't think it's that bad at all. Then the next one is a Lilia pad. This is a bamboo velour topped pad, and as you can see, it has faded a bit here in the middle. I have 3 pads like this in 3 different colors from this brand, and all of them I find a bit difficult to get the stains out, so I use sometimes oxygen bleach on the pads to get the stains out, and that's when this happens, like the color of these pads reacts with the oxygen bleach, and yeah, it fades a little bit on the places where I use the bleach, but I just don't mind. I don't know, I still like these pads. I don't mind the fading. And yeah, I like to use the bamboo velour topped pads when I am having a heavy flow because it makes you feel quite dry, similar to the Minky. You just don't have that feeling of wetness like sometimes you have with cotton topped pads, and most of my pads are cotton topped. So yeah, then this is a pad from Fig Leaves Pads. This is an 8.5 inch, I think moderate to heavy, and this one is 7.5 inch, also from Fig Leaves. Those two I used on my lighter days. Then these two are from Lucy and Maps. This one is an 8.5 inch one, and I actually used this on my very first day of my period when I was going to town. I knew I would be away for several hours. I didn't want to wear a cup because I was afraid it might just increase my cramps, because on my first day usually the cramps are the worst. But yeah, I didn't know how my flow is going to be, so I wore this pad, which is a bit of a heavier pad. And yeah, I was lucky to have this pad because I guess I was out and about and walking a lot. My period started with a huge rush of blood that is unusual for me on my first day, because usually on my first day I'm at home and just trying to be comfortable and in bed. But I guess because I was walking so much, yeah, my period just started with a rush, and this pad was soaked, but it held everything. I didn't leak yeah, that's it. And then this one is another one from Lucian Maps, and this is a bit of a shorter pad. It's also a bit of a heavier one. And then here are 4 panty liners that I used. This is Mimi's Dreams panty liner. This was from my very first starter set of menstrual pads that I ever bought in 2013. And then this one is a similar one from Mimi's Dreams. This is a panty liner from Lazy Creek Boutique, and this is one more from Lazy Creek Boutique. These panty liners I really like a lot as menstrual cup backups because they are really safe. They hold so much, you can be completely safe with them, that you won't have any leaks with the cups. And then here are the 3 menstrual cups that I use this month. So on my days when I'm cramping, I tend to prefer cups that are softer, like this Cupley cup, and this is the bigger size of the Cupley, because Cupley has, I think, 2 sizes. So this is the bigger one. It's quite soft, and I use it on a day when I have a heavy flow but my cramps are still bad. Then on the 3rd day, usually when my blood flow is still big but my cramps are not that big anymore, I use this Lunette cup, which is quite similar to the Cupley capacity wise. It's just a bit of a stiffer cup, and as you can see, I prefer cups that are V-shaped. Somehow for me they are the most suitable. And then I have this Femme cup. The Lunette cup is also the bigger size Lunette, and the Femme cup comes in just one size. I actually didn't end up using this cup this month. I just put it inside, and then I kind of changed my mind because I didn't know how long I will be outside of the house, so I decided to put one of these, I don't remember, because they have a bigger capacity. And this one has a bit of a lower capacity, but it's a great cup if you're doing some sport activities. I like to use it in summer when I'm swimming. I always take this cup because it has this very strong rim, and it makes it quite a safe cup if you're doing any kind of activities and exercises. But the capacity is not that big, so I always have to bear in mind that I don't leave this cup inside for too long, otherwise it might leak. And then I also have this big wet bag. This is bag that I got from eBay. I actually got several bags like this in different colors. They came in a set of 5, and they were then discounted because the more you buy, the bigger the discount you get. But I think this was long ago. It was, I guess, 5 years ago that I got this, and it's just a simple wet bag with 2 pockets, but I usually use just this biggest pocket. I just place all my dirty pads inside during my period, and then when my period ends and I wash all my pads, I just place this wet bag also. I turn it inside out and I wash it together with my pads at the end of the period. Okay, so this is all from me. This is everything I wore, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. See you and bye.